Okay, so I decided I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my bottom 10 movies of the year that I watched the first time in 2024 today. So let's get started here. In last place, with absolutely no competition at all, is Scare Package. One of the kills in this movie is just extremely gross, and I didn't think it was all that clever of a kill either. So if you want to know what the kill was, go ahead and ask me in the chat box or in the comment section or whatever. Um, it terrible, terrible movie. Um, there's a considerable difference between that one and this next title as far as my opinion on it, and that is the original 1968 Yours, Mine, and Ours. Preface, both of the Yours, Mine, and Ours movies are extremely enjoyable, and the only reason they're this low on the list, honestly, is um, because I've watched over 350 movies this year, and this is just the bottom 10. So, the Yours, Mine, and Ours 1968, while it's not a bad movie at all, it's just um, I'll do a better ranking for this movie when I compare it just to this one, which this one is in 353rd place. So yeah, um, followed by 352nd is Zodiac. It's a serial killer story where they're trying to catch the Zodiac killer. I actually have the other two movies listed on the front from the same director, Seven and Panic Room. I have those ones as well. Uh, it feels like an MCU um, precursor type thing because it has three MCU names in it. It has Mark Ruffalo, who of course is the Hulk, Robert Downey Jr., who was Iron Man and will soon be Doctor Doom, which I think would be pretty cool, honestly, and Jake Gyllenhaal, who was of course Mysterio in there. And then in 351st, we have Zack and Miri. And it was an alright movie. Elizabeth Banks is a good selling point for the movie because she's an enjoyable actress to see on screen. But yeah. And then in 350th place is X, the movie. I think this was the first installment of a trilogy, so it might move up the list if I end up seeing Pearl and whatever the third one is. I'm not sure if the third one's even out yet, but there you go. And then in 349th is Wolf of Wall Street here. And again, like with the Yours, Mine, and Ours movies, if I wasn't ranking so many movies, this would be a bit higher up in the ranking. It's just the way it plays out, it's pretty low because, for one thing, it has a long runtime of just shy of 3 hours, where it's 179 minutes. So it's a beast to try and get through, and initially it's a slow burner. And so it's like, when is anything going to happen? Okay. And then in 348th place, we have You Again, where the parent or the where the moms and the daughters, the four with the pictures that they're holding, hated each other in high school, and in the mother's cases, in the Sigourney Weaver and Jamie Lee Curtis's case, they hated each other in college too, I think, and so it's pretty entertaining. Yeah. And then up next in 346th place is You, Me, and Dupree. This one has Michael Douglas, Matt Dillon, Kate Hudson, and Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson obviously being a good selling point, as well as Michael Douglas and Kate Hudson. And yeah, lots of really funny moments in this one. Owen Wilson is Dupree, and he plays an obnoxious friend. It's always causing trouble. And then the best of the worst movies that I watched this year is Wrong Turn Rebooted. And I mean, it's not a terrible, terrible movie, but it didn't quite live up to the original. Like with Child's Play 2019, this one kind of does itself a disservice being called Wrong Turn, but at least with this one, it makes more sense why it's called that than it did for Child's Play 2019. So yeah, that is my bottom 10 movies of the year, and it only took about 7 minutes to talk about. So again, if you want to know why Scare Package had, or like what the kill is that has me so disturbed, let me know in the comments section, and I'll say what it is there. Up next, I'm gonna have a quick haul video, and then yeah, and I'll probably take these ones off of my Word doc that I used as my master list here to be able to see what the next 25 titles are, because I might go ahead and do those as well, but just not in this video. So this is it for this video, and I'll be right back with a haul video, and after I take those off of the list, I'll try and find the next 25. Until we get through all 355 titles, we'll be going in 25 movie increments until we get to the top 10. And hopefully, if you know me very well at all, my number one movie that I watched for the first time this year shouldn't be all that surprising. I'll go ahead and spoil that it is a Marvel property. But a lot of my DC properties that I watched this year are ranked pretty high up on the list, close to my number one, but I think they'd probably all be in the top 50 or so. So we'll get to those, but I'm going to go ahead and end this video here and take those off of the list, and then check back with the haul video, and then the next step in my recording process. By the way, I was going to try and save this for the end of the year, but it's pretty close to the end of the year. I don't think I'll be watching a whole lot of movies that I'd like less than these ones, and if I do, I can make minor adjustments here and there. So there you go.